At FIRMAMENT, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at FIRMAMENT, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. FIRMAMENT, we are the future of crypto.
Good evening, good morning, wherever you are in this beautiful realm. It is a beautiful, beautiful time to be in crypto. If you made it this far, if you survived the bear market, you survived FTX, you survived Gary Gensler, you survived all the hucksters, the fraudsters, and the scammers. You deserve what's coming, and I mean it. We shout out Rags. We got 40% pump on Luna Classic right now. You know, Jack Levin, the vampire and his ordinals. I'm hearing them being mentioned all over in influencers, you know, in the mainstream. So it's a new world. It's a new day in crypto. And our lovely Bitcoin just smashed through 40K. And I'm starting to think there could be some kind of ETF approval news coming out shortly. You know, they have until a week from Friday, I think, to announce something. They have a break until, I think, January 4th. So that nothing's going to happen then. And you'd assume they're going to approve them all at once. And I just feel like I'm going with the consensus right now. The masses, you know, you want to typically go against them. But this is a little bit different. You know, this is so big for the industry. And, yeah, guys, I'm looking for that announcement. And I think Bitcoin could run up close to 50K. You know, right now we just tapped almost 41. Oh, wow. Is it really? The ETF's already approved, huh? We got breaking news. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. You know, I haven't seen it. But let's go. You know, well, you know it's already approved, but I mean the announcement to the public. You know, the fake announcement shot Bitcoin from like 27 to 32. So the real one, man, I think we're going close to 50, 48 around there. And if we can break through there, I mean, guys, we could really go on a tear here. I've been watching some Moon Boys, and they make a good argument for once where Bitcoin could break its all-time high by the end of the year. I don't think it's going to happen, but you know what? I'm going to remain optimistic and just don't pay attention to your PulseX hex bags right now. Guys, like, now is the time to just forget about them and tuck them aside and move on to something else. You know, this could go on for another month, you know, until we get some kind of word with Richard and the SEC, until new money really floods into Ethereum, into altcoins, and then trickles into Pulsechain. You know, we saw what happened to XRP last cycle, how bullish people were, how excited. And once it started getting delisted, and it just sucked the energy out of XRP, and it struggled last cycle. And I pray to God that doesn't happen to the Richard Hart ecosystem. But guys, anything is possible. And that's why, you know, having your bags in other ecosystems, in other projects is critical, if you ask me. You know, I would never put everything into one basket. You look at TitanX. From the bottom, we're up now, what, 5, 6x almost? And that's if you just held liquid. You know, if you staked, you're earning your ETH divs every 8, every 28, every 30, every 69, every 369, every 888 days. Like, Jay created something special here, guys. And it's really starting to catch on. When I saw the clip of it from Ivan on Tech, he had Kyle Chassé. Let's see if Kyle Chassé. You know, I'm not. Is it? Yeah, this is him right here. Yeah, he was on Ivan's stream a couple days ago. Oh, wait, I don't think this is his account. It looks like a fake one. No, maybe not. But yeah, I don't know. He was talking about it. He had a whole list of coins that he brought to Ivan's stream, and Ivan was talking about Zen and Jack Levin. So I think Ivan knows about it. I think he's in TitanX, in my opinion. He just had this look on his face like he was playing, just not stupid, but just listening, you know, seeing what he was going to get shilled. And I saw that twinkle in his eye. I saw it, and he was about to pull that dumbbell out and start pumping it. And let's see how many miners they're at now. 95,000, almost 96,000 miners. We're going to be at 100,000 soon. And man, who knows where this can go. You know, the ROI from the miners, I think that's going to be the 1000X. That's going to be the flex, the brag. What Jake's going to be able to pump all over socials, in my opinion. But, guys, this thing's going to the firmament. Can we not agree? I mean, come on. Doing a miner right now for 0.2 ETH, even if you're still late, you're still getting almost 1.5 billion coins. And another month from now, it's going to be 1.34. 2 months from now, it's going to be 1.2. And then you're going to start to feel like, all right, yeah, I was a little bit early. It's the same thing with these micro caps. You know, a lot of people have been messaging me about Polytrade in the last couple days and about Relio and some of these other small cap coins. And they've been waiting for a dip. But I told them, I said, guys, it's not going to happen yet. This thing has got to run up a little bit more. And finally now, Polytrade, it's got its first little dip. It ran up to 94 cents earlier today. But that just shows me tokenization of assets is going to be a huge narrative this cycle. And I'm really confident in that. Polymath, another great play there on Ethereum. It's been around. But I like Relio too. That's the other gem in tokenized assets. Clearpool kind of fits in there too, but more of working with the banks and CBDCs. But you guys don't care about that. We're more about the DeFi here. I'm just about diversifying. I don't want to make crypto hard for me. I want it to be easy. And yeah, Defactor too. Appreciate that, Goo God. That's right. Defactor is the other gem there that I really like. I like the small market caps in the narratives. You know, inside gaming too. Pick the 5 coins you like inside that little sector right there. Tokenization of assets. Pick a couple coins there. You know, DEXs. Pick a couple. I like Sologenics on XRP. I like Saucerswap on Hedera. I love PulseX for Pulsechain. Those get, you know, there's decentralized science, I think was regenerative finance could be another narrative. I mean, there's so many of them, guys, and you got to put in some research. And you got to just be willing to accept what's going on with Pulsechain right now. You know, it's exactly the same feeling as you're going to have with other coins and other projects. It's not just a problem with Richard Hart. You know, we could be trailing the market right now, but this is when people that sell their bags end up buying back a month later, and they just lost 25% of what they had. I've seen it so many times. So the best thing to do is just don't even look at it. If you're worried about the Richard Hart ecosystem, focus on other stuff. Say what up to the chat. Thomas, what up? Yeah, 40K. First time, guys, since April 2022. Almost 20 months? 19, 20 months since we've been here. And it just feels good, guys. It is. Richard's got to come back. I'm going to look for some candles. You know what, Capranga? I'm going to get some free roll candles. You know, I busted out 5th place tonight, so can't complain. You know, ran pocket 7s into aces, 5-handed, small blind into big blind. So, you know, TitanX, a fairy tale dream come true. The most legal crypto because you can mint your own miners, the contract's safe, and the miners pay out amazing returns. TitanX sending it. Hell yeah, it is, Michael. All you guys, too, I'm going to give you another gem because that's what I do. Zen, right now, the XENfts on Optimism are insane. They are like 39, 40 cents. The last ones I did. The ones that are coming out around the halving pay about 180 million. And that was 0.01 ETH, which was about $18, $19. Now it's about 21. My maxes were 400, paying 0.022 ETH. And it cost 0.0003. That's what I paid to mint them. So it's TitanX size returns, but just at a smaller scale. You know, for people that don't have the 0.2 ETH to throw in, you know, for TitanX. People like, hell yeah, here for TitanX. Yeah, I was fortunate that Jake sent me the white paper a couple weeks before it came out to the public, so I got to read it 10 times at least. I was able to talk to Chris from the Verse, and I was just telling people, guys, there's something special coming, and no one wanted to believe it at first. And now people are starting to see it. But that's all right. It's just a receipt. It's just some credibility. And honestly, it feels good to see you guys winning. You know, that's what I'm here for. I want all you guys to crush it. That way, when you're in TitanX, when you're in other coins that are moving, Polytrade, you know, some of these gaming altcoins, you can divert your attention away from how bad Pulsechain is. You know, I've been talking about Altura now for how long on this channel, that it's my gaming pick from the last bear market. And why are they pumping now? Because Alex Becker and Elio's trades there, imposters, their NFT project, I guess they got delisted from the Blur marketplace or something. So he put up a tweet saying, yeah, don't worry, guys, all of our stuff, it's on Altura's marketplace. And now it pumped up like 25% overnight. And I was telling you guys about it at like under 3 cents. So that's up over 300% from the bottom. So that's how you get away from the horrible looking charts and just the haters of Richard Hart that are going to kick you while you're down. You're going to get that right now. And it sucks, but it is what it is. What up, Tin Top? Firmament is imminent. I love it. I love it. That's exactly right. Ivan's going to pump our bags. That's right. I got 2 DMs from Wales asking me not to talk about TitanX yet. Greedy bastards. Yeah, they're a little bit late on that. Tell them, Blue, TitanX, baby. We've been in since day 1. And let's go. Hex Glenn added 3 more miners this morning. I'm a buyer of Hex, Pulsechain, and Inc. Yes, I'll forward these prices. Scooped up some today. Yep, I've been buying Hex. I feel like Hex and Pulsechain too, actually. I stacked up my Pulsechain bags about a month ago. I pretty much got to where I wanted to be. And now it's for me Hex and Pulsechain. But everyone's different. You know, if I was retired, living the dream like Hex Monkey, I'd be scooping them all up. I'd be scooping them up like Skittles or Frosted Flakes. So I think what Ivan would say. Man, I would be scooping them up like Skittles. Oh, man. What up, Mobius? That's right. Polytrade killing it. Yup. My man Mobius is crushing it this cycle. He's going to come out making life-changing money on this cycle here. Just picked up Polytrade and Casper. There you go. I'm seeing a lot of FUD about Casper. And that, you know what? That's even more bullish. I think Casper and Tau are the 2 that are going to just buck all trends and just run right to the firmament. Metis, yeah, I love Metis. Herpes for Metis? Is that what you're... I love Metis. Axis, thank God he's got that alpha. And we were just talking about some plays. And he definitely reminded me about Metis. I had it, and then I sold it and was going to rebuy it. But you know how crypto is. You forget about it. So much is going on. But yeah, definitely got to give credit to Axis for the Metis there. Because it's done phenomenal. I mean, I think I got it at $11, and now we're over 25. I mean, that 2.5x on I would say a bigger market cap coin. You got to go. You got to love it. Perfect casual crypto. Holding my Pulsechain strong, but diversifying. That's the key. Because if you don't have the ability to just keep pouring money in and keep just adding and adding and adding on the dips, you got to have something to keep you sane. You know, you can't just wake up and just look at this every day and say, oh my God, we're down more. And then go to Twitter and all the, Richard Hart, Hacks people are telling you, it's all right, DCA in, it's all right, buy the dip. And that just gets exhausting if you don't have the funds to, not everyone's in that position. So that's where diversifying and just having coins where you can just focus your attention quickly and, oh, yeah, that coin's pumping. And it just, it gives you hope. Mine 3K Casper last year on your gaming computer. There you go. I hope you still got them, Caparanga. OP Zen fees just doubled or tripled. Really? Well, baby, that they do fluctuate because a couple days ago I went on there and I went to mint them and they were like 90 something cents. So my cheap ass didn't do it and I held off and they did go down to like almost 40 cents again. So just wait and I would keep checking. I really do think they'll drop, but even at like 0.0009 ETH, it pays you back a 10x at 0.001 or 0.01. What up, Pulse Former? Here for the TitanX. Compounding is crazy. There he is, the legend facing reality. My man. Hermes is a Dex on Metis. Oh, I didn't know that. I'll definitely check that out. Appreciate that. See, that's where you get the alpha here. When there's no trolls, when people are here to legitimately learn, share what they've learned, spread alpha, share information. We all grow together. This is great. You get so many different plays here. People just putting stuff in the chat. If you're in a Tau, check out OLS and AGRS. Kazuna is a Tau meme coin worth holding too. There you go. If you missed the boat on Tau, which I did, Donovan DIY Investing was talking about it when it was at 65, 70 bucks. And I was like, man, I missed this one. It's exactly how Mobius felt with Polytrade. When I was telling him, bro, just buy it, just buy it, just buy it, just get in. He's looking at it saying, damn, what? I don't know, man. This thing is up 350%. You sure it's going to dip? That's exactly what I did. I didn't have anyone in my ear telling me, just buy it, just buy it, just buy it. Don't worry. And look what happens. Now I've way missed the boat on Tau. And that's all right. It is what it is. You're not going to catch them all. This ain't Pokemon where you got to catch them all. This is crypto. This is where you hold for dear life. You don't get fudded out. And that's how you win. My friends that made the most last cycle were the ones that didn't have a clue what they were doing. They just said, all right, what do I buy? Okay. When do I sell? Okay. And they didn't pay attention to anything. They would call me and be like, dude, is this real? Like, are you serious? This is up that much? Yeah, it is. And the ones that sold or did something else, they got wrecked. So you can make crypto easy for yourself, or you can make it very hard for yourself and stuff. That's why I push towards TitanX. It's very, very easy to use. It delays gratification, and you can't do anything stupid. Once you've created that miner, you now have those coins coming. You've earned them in the amount of days you do it for, whether it's 30 days, 90, 280, those coins are coming to you. You can't fumble that bag. And I see it so many times where you have your eye on something and you didn't buy it, like with Tau, and then people don't have the money to add fiat in and they sell one of their bags, like Pulsechain or PulseX right now, thinking, oh yeah, you know what, it's just gonna stay down. I'll buy it back in a couple weeks. Tau will, go up 80%, and then I'll just get back in. And then you buy into Tau, it dips, and Pulsechain pumps up 15%, and then you get left behind so fast. So having a nice solid portfolio, with some HEX in it that's staked, some Pulse, some PulseX, your TitanX miners, your tokenization of asset coins, your gaming plays, your metaverse AI plays, whatever you like, whatever you gravitate towards. Even with NFTs and with sports teams and DAOs, token, with these NFT marketplaces like Galileo Protocol that are coming. There's so many cool things that are being built, and I really think that it's going to take legislation that's going to unleash a lot of these products that are in the mainstream right now. And you're seeing a shift right now in the mainstream. Bitcoin's starting to get political. I think each campaign, I wouldn't be surprised if Trump was like an ETH bro and Biden was like a Bitcoin maxi or something in the next election, and they're battling back and forth talking about proof of stake versus proof of work. Like, I never would have thought I'd seen an interview where someone's saying that they blew Barrick. The world has gone crazy the past couple years. So I just could see that, Moonbee Roots being down at Mar-a-Lago, whispering Pulsechain into Trump's ear. He loves making money. He's going to launch more NFTs. Where's he going to do it on? And they can't do it, though, through the mainstream until the legislation is in place. And I really think that the ETF's going to get approved or announced in the next couple weeks, and we're going to get some kind of legislation that allows the first step of the rollout of the FedNow wallets, CBDCs, the deposit tokens with the banks, whatever these institutions have been building for the last 2 years, they're going to roll out right as legislation comes in conveniently. And that's all right. We can make money off it, profit on it, and then build Texaco, come together, build our own supply chain, start moving close with each other. If you and your friends start living within 10 miles of each other, you start growing food, start becoming less reliant on the system. That's the way forward. All the stuff in the mainstream is AI and all this. That's not where we need to be. I think it's going the opposite way, is taking money from crypto and building stuff that is never going to go away. If you have a construction business, or you have a plumbing business, or a landscaping, or any of those businesses where you actually work with your hands or do real work, AI is never going to replace it. So those jobs are going to become the most valuable jobs in the future, which I don't even think that sounds possible right now. But I see that world in the future where everyone's so reliant on AI, no one wants to work anymore. So actually working and having a skill is going to be extremely valuable. So I'm really looking forward to the future, guys. And, I talk about XLM a lot on this channel right here. And Franklin Templeton right here, the CEO, Jenny Johnson. I watched an interview she did with Danelle Dixon at Stellar, and why they chose to launch all their funds on Stellar's blockchain, because she sees the vision. She sees the value is in these open source, decentralized ledgers, decentralized blockchains where people can come in and build on them. There's no value in JP Morgan's Onyx or Providence blockchain that are these walled off gardens. That's not where this is going. It's going towards the XRP ledger, Hedera, Stellar, Ethereum, these L2s, Polygon. there's not going to be just one winner. These companies, these banks, they have plenty of different options to choose from. I think it's going to be a world where I have a bunch of USDC that I made from some meme coin, and now I have $10,000 sitting there, and I want to give it out to some kind of loan. So somebody over on Solana is looking for a car loan, and they're willing to pay 3.5%, and they need $5,000 for 18 months. Well, that money goes like into a escrow account or whatever in a smart contract, and then boom, I'm now earning yield through these decentralized liquidity pools, these DEXs, these dApps, whatever it is. But we don't have to be on the same blockchain. There just needs to be some kind of interoperability. So it's not like there's just going to be, everyone has to be on this one blockchain. That's not how it's going to be. It's going to be about interoperability in the future. And that's why, again, too, diversifying, and even like Layer Zero and X1 and these projects that are coming out, Quant that's been out. I talk about that a lot. I'm so bullish on Chainlink with their oracles, with Swift. There's so many unbelievable projects out here. I just can't stand when I hear, oh, soy lana, ha ha ha, soy lana. It's not, contrarian, ha ha, but Chainlink is. It's like, I was telling people, everyone buy Solana when it went under $10. They're going to turn this around. Everything you're hearing is FUD. They're just going to wait until Sam Bankman-Fried stops destroying their project. He was in control of everything. I think that kind of kills motivation. And then once he was gone, all of a sudden, what do you know? They didn't shut down anymore. Their 9th delay or outage never came. And now they're running 125 times faster than Ethereum, and they're up 8x off the bottom. And Chainlink has done 2.5x. So all the people that didn't buy it because they were listening to other people who didn't do research, they just, thought things are funny or whatever. It's just disappointing. But people learn. And that, when you were looking at something and somebody else talked in your ear or influenced you or persuaded you out of doing that, you'll learn your lesson and you'll be better the next time. You won't let that type of stuff influence you. And we all need to make those mistakes. That's how you grow. You don't just get better by winning all the time and just getting lucky on meme coins and then think you're just the greatest thing ever. No, it's a lot of hard work, making mistakes, and willing to take risks. What up, Carl? Good to see you, man. You wouldn't think we'll have one more macro across the board size dip before the halving. 100% I do, Carl. I think we're going to have a really big run up. And then in March, there's going to be some problems with the banking system. And I think that's going to coincide with a dip right before the halving. But I really think we're going to have a really bullish 6 weeks. I could be wrong, but we've just been so suppressed. There's so many narratives coming that, I'm not even really looking at numbers right now. If Bitcoin hits 40K tomorrow or 48K tomorrow and the ETF's not approved, am I taking profits? Hell no. I'm not selling anything, until that, and then confirming the ETF announcement is a sell the news event, or when it comes out at least. So I think we're so early. I'm not looking to take profits right now at all. I'm looking to just add to my bags. And if there's anything that I missed or I was on the fence on, scooping up a position of it. But yeah, I think now you shouldn't even have profits on your mind. It should be accumulation, in my opinion. Exciting stuff here about TitanX. Heard about it for weeks and finally got in 12 hours ago. Time to learn how to navigate everything here. Yeah, Zybar, I highly recommend just doing the max miners. If you can afford the 0.2058 ETH, do the max miner, get your 1.49 billion tucked away, and then that's a great start. And then from there, if you can afford some liquid, maybe buy a little bit, stake half of it, and then start collecting some of the ETH dibs. But there's so many different strategies, so many different awesome streamers out there talking about TitanX, and I really am excited to to see it coming to fruition. Slimy politicos will stick to the false narrative that we're all tax cheats and scam. 100%. 100%. Hucksters. Has Trump really turned his NFT gains into fiat or stored all in ETH? I'm going to ask Rudy. I'm going to call Rudy and ask him, actually. Or at least view 34 viewers. Is that a new record? Probably. For a single stream, probably. You know, when like Axis or Rags or like Erwin or Chris, we usually get like 60, 70. I think like 100 was the record with Rags, Wales. I think Erwin, I can't even remember. It was over the summer. But it's not about that. It's quality over quantity, Pulseformer. Vortex just launched. I don't even know what that is. Gugod is in the building. Yes, he is. Plumbers, electricians, auto mechanics make bank in my area, or at least the dependable, competent ones. Exactly. And that Hex Monkey, that is only going, their value is only going to increase more and more and more as the next generation of kids that are so reliant on their phones. You know, at least if you're going to be on it all day like this, just put hex.com on the back of your phone so people when you're like this walking around all day, you know, people at least you're doing some kind of marketing. But yeah, their values are just going to get more and more and more valuable. Or their work is going to become more and more valuable. What up, Joe? Hell yeah, on accumulation. Yeah, that's my thoughts right now. Onboarding app for Hex. Staker app. Yep. Staker app is my go-to on Hex for Hex. You can find them on Twitter. Twitter, Staker app. And this my favorite is for new people. It's so easy. You can see everything. You can see all your stuff. If on both chains, if you have stuff on ETH or Pulsechain, you can stake right from there. It's just very easy. And I recommend it for new people. Definitely in my opinion, the best Hex app out there for staking and for new people, where you can just hold your seed phrase. And it's done through Gnosis Safe. And I think you can activate multi-sig on there. And that is the safest way. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the way. Yeah, the new, there's, what is it, Internet Money Wallet is out there. But I don't know if it's really an app. You know, there was the website that Sami was posting, the Real DeFi or whatever. But I don't think that was an app. I think it was just a link for the front ends. I saw he posted that. Jesus. Sami is a machine with the tweets. Jesus. Yeah. Well, I know he did somewhere. I saw it earlier today. And I'm not going to find it, but Mobius says Hex Scout, maybe. Still haven't looked into Titan W. Look into TitanX hardware. Titan W most likely is a scam. Every day that you wait, the rate gets a little bit more expensive. You have to pay 0.0002 more ETH, and the amount, I believe, goes down by 5 million coins per day. So when my first one was 1.75 billion, or it's 1.72, something like that. And right, so you see how much you start to lose. And then also when if you buy it on the open market, if you had bought any time in the last 10 days, I mean, you're up, what, a 4x or 3x right now? Yeah, you're up 3x. If you had bought on November 13th, you'd be up almost 10x right now. So if you did buy liquid, you can stake it. And when you stake your TitanX, that qualifies you for the ETH payouts. So on day one, I bought some liquid and I staked half of it for 3,500 days. So I'm going to be getting these ETH payouts every 8 days, every 28 days, every 90, 369, 888. So you get all these payouts for being a staker. So there's so much game theory here. And they have the buy and burn too, which I don't know why anyone would do that unless you're a whale. But, you know, anyone that wants to burn their TitanX, all the power to you. Just pumps my bags. But there we go. 19 miners and growing. You got me beat by a couple. I'm jealous. I'm not jealous at all. I'm happy for you because you're going to be part of the new 1% in the next 5 years, and we're going to be able to change the world for the better and set an example on how to do it right. And not these damn boomers that thought it'd be a good idea to watch their friends allegedly go golfing on a plasma ball. So we're going to do it better. We're going to do it bigger. And God right now says he's up 3x on his liquid position. There you go. And exactly, if you feel like a lot of people too that I talked to didn't know what they were doing and they staked and they didn't realize they wanted to do miners, but Hyper, the launch for that, you're going to be able to sacrifice your stake TitanX for that. So it's kind of a mulligan in a sense. So for anyone that misstrategized, misstepped, however you want to say it, you got your mulligan. But we're so early, and this project's going to do so well, in my opinion, that I really think staking it for the right now, the amount, how cheap it is, it seems, yeah, you know, it's expensive right now because it just launched. But after a couple years, when this buy and burn and Hyper comes out and things really start to churn and burn, this is going to be so cheap. And just taking a little bit and staking it way out, I think you go a really long way. But, you know, we'll see. It might actually come back to bite me. But that's all right. You make mistakes and you learn. You know, I did everything. And then I did on day one. I did miners and I bought liquid and I staked and I held some. And I realized, man, the play here would have been to buy all of my liquid bag about an hour before the 8th day rolled over and collected it, the payout right there. But that's all right. You know, you got to make mistakes to learn and grow. Good rephrase. Never. Oh, yeah, exactly. Never be jealous. You want to be, don't hate, appreciate. Shout out to everyone on the tools. I'm working my ass off on the mines out here in Australia, building power lines and putting every dollar I can into crypto. Muddy, I love it, bro. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to make sure that every hard-earned dollar you put in goes into a project that everybody can say, yeah, you'll be all right with that. You're not going to go wrong there. And that's the key, I look at it like they're lottery tickets, right? Each crypto is a potential scratch off. And whether it's a $10, a $20, a $50, or $100 scratch off, however many you can afford. If you have $10, you buy 10 $1 tickets. If you have $100, you maybe buy, $8 $10, a couple fives, and 10 $1. And you spread it up. So you start putting your different lottery tickets or your different bets across different plays on TitanX, in HEX, in Polytrade, in Relio, or in just some blue chips if you want XDC or HBAR or Casper. There's so many great plays out here that all the coins that I shill, not the altcoins like Polytrade and Relio that are really new. Those are to make profits on and do really well on. But there's other coins, the blue chips that I talk about, like XLM, HBAR, Algorand. Those are the ones that I believe in the most that are going to be here long term in 20 years. So, Muddy, if you buy a little bit of Algorand or some Hedera, you'll be able to give that to your kids in 20 years and say, yeah, the $100 I bought back then is now worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. So keep working, bro. And we will be on the meek inherit the earth. You know, clown world, all the guys at the top, they're paranoid, man. The people I talk to with the most money, they aren't the happiest. And they're ran by the media, by the news. Their lives are dictated by screens. They can't think for themselves. You know, they're the ones running to get the jab. And it's not what you think, man. And us here, you guys that are here now, you know, that are going against the grain, that aren't buying the meme coins, XRP is going to $600, whatever. No, it's not. Ripple Labs, the Ripple stock is probably going to outperform XRP. And that's fine. You know, I hold some XRP in my long-term IRA. I hold a variety of coins. And I hold the ones that I believe are going to be here in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. And Bitcoin has been around since 2009. You know, in another 15 years, could you see a world where Bitcoin doesn't exist? Hell no. So that's 30 years right there. And some of these blue chips have launched in the last 2 or 3 years. So right now, you have the opportunity to get in at generational buy-ins. If you can identify the winning coins, the blue chips that will survive legislation, regulation, and have plans to scale and grow, not just inflate their supply and just dump and get out and make an exit. You could see the guys that do this stuff. The guy that started EOS, you know, he ran and then came back to the project, I think. I mean, you could see the guys who are in this for money and the guys that are in this because they believe in what they're building, like Charles Hoskinson, Richard Hart. You know, there's guys out here that are really passionate and are really smart, and they don't get the clout, they don't get the shine. But that's all right. It's going to change. You know, as long as we just stay here, stay patient, stay grinding, we will come out on top. You can't hold back these blue chip coins. You know, there's now like 4 ISO standards I saw that are in place. But 20022, TC 307, there's 4 of them now. And every business has to comply to those, or you're going to literally get shut down. So this stuff is getting to the point now. When I saw IOTA pump up this week 100% because they solidified a partnership with Dubai, with some company over there to actually use the crypto and use their technology, the same thing is going to happen with Hedera, with XLM, with XDC, with XRP eventually. You know, Solana, Filecoin. So, guys, this is the opportunity right here of a lifetime in front of you. You know, it's not as sexy as TitanX, where $300 can turn into 21,000 at the end. You know, I think that probably will go down. But regardless, this is a rare case right here. This is not normal. And you got to take advantage of this opportunity while it's here. And then I think the best thing is to just diversify into the blue chips and into the narratives for this cycle, for the altcoins you want to hold for maximum profits. Yeah, bro, there's another one. Decentralized storage, cloud storage could be another big narrative this cycle. You know, nobody really knows. But that's why I hold my Filecoin, and I really like SC, Siacoin too. You know, I think one of those two is going to really just take and just run with the market, majority of the market share. But that's the thing, you have to buy. I always tell people, Cardano last cycle, I bought it at 3 cents and I didn't have access to the exchange I bought it on. I'm in New York. You couldn't use Kraken. So I started my account down in Delaware and I just left it and I never logged in. And I watched so many other coins start to pump, and I know because I was new and didn't know what I was doing, I would have sold my Cardano and put it into Avagachi or Tamagotchi or whatever the hell was the latest DGen play of the week. And I saved myself from myself not being able to touch it. And those are the coins that typically did the best. My friends that did the best had that same mentality where they bought when I told them to, they forgot about it and came back a year later. This crypto is really, it can be that simple. Chia. Yeah, Chia's USA's version of China's Filecoin. I've heard of Chia. But wasn't that like one of the, actually no, never mind. That was it out of Stanford there. That stupid thing that everyone mined on their phone and no one can get anything from. The Fetch and the Graph seems doing okay also. Got a tiny bit for free. Yeah, I had Fetch last cycle. I bought it last bull run and I kept like 15% of my bag and I sold it all at like 49 cents back in January. And I just can't justify buying back in at like 35 cents. You know, how high can it really go? You know, can Fetch do a 25x maybe? Okay, that's great. Why would I not put that into TitanX? You know, I just can't justify Fetch. You know, the graph. I actually have the graph in my IRA because that's a long-term play. There's only 15, 20 coins I can buy in that portfolio. I can't put it into TitanX. I can't buy Pulsechain there. So I do own a little bit of the graph. Carbon credits, another potential narrative right there, Mobius. There you go. That as stupid as it is, it could be a thing. You know, I hold a bag of Dovu on Hedera. I know there's one, I think it's XENfts or something on the XRP ledger. You know, there could be a carbon credit, you know, thing where those start to run this cycle. You know, you never really know. The BitTorrent founder made it. I'll look into it. I'll check that out. Because I really think we're just a couple years away from the cloud storage becoming necessary. And when I see Lockheed Martin partnering with Filecoin, it's like, okay, what do they see that they would do this 4 or 5 years before it was needed? You know, that's what I think. You got to think ahead. It's going to fall in the water, it looks like. I think so too, bro. I think it's the world's too broke. And you can't, how the hell do you pull off the ESG narrative when the 100 people that went to shill it flew there on private jets to like some beautiful mountain resort in the French, or I don't even know, whatever the what the French mountains called over there, the Tour de France mountains. You can't have a row of private jets behind you and say, oh yeah, we're here for the climate, we're here for the climate. It's so stupid. Partnered with several countries in the IMF. Interesting. Chia is not token storage. Okay. Carbon credit thing. All right, I'm going to look into Chia then, because I like Dovu, and I think another carbon credit thing just as a hedge. And yeah, I hate it too, bro. So right now, you know, you have a gas engine. You got a 20-gallon tank. You know, you can maybe make it 600 miles. You know, how do you do that with an electric car? You can't make road trips, and they're gonna electric cars are going to keep you locked into your 15-minute smart city, or you can't go anywhere. If you even try to leave, the thing's gonna be programmed to just turn around, drive you right home. There we go. The Pyrenees, the Auvergne volcanoes, the Jura Mountains, the Alps, the Alps. That's what I was thinking. I was going to say the French Riviera, the mountains in the French Riviera. No. Yeah, I love the Tour de France, but I always watch it in the summertime. Always got to check in. I don't know how those guys do it. That stuff's crazy. Just bought Altura on BNB. Am I going to make it? Hell yeah, bro. You're good to go. You're definitely good to go. Altura, let's see what the market cap is. You know, I'm lazy. I like coin market cap just because I can put all my coins there and just look at them. Yeah, bro, $56 million market cap. You are plenty good, Goo God. You are in good hands here, brother. My palm started itch as soon as I bought it. Yeah, dude. What's his face? Alex Becker. He had some problems with his project. Right, I think this is it. Yeah, right here. An OpenSea delisting Neo Tokyo. Regardless of outcome, we also have our Altura store live on site to trade S1s. I think that's why it started pumping. When was this tweet? When did this go out? So yesterday at 7:30. Let's see. December 2nd. Oh, never mind. So wow, Alex Becker. He ain't really pumping one tweet, ain't sending coins anymore. He lost all his power. I was thinking the French Riviera too. Wishing I'm there partying. Bro, exit soon with TitanX, with Polytrade, with Relio, with Pulsechain. We didn't even talk about PTGC tonight. I mean, the aliens out here. Everything on Pulsechain is just bleeding right now. I mean, TGC is just Hart's Law. Your biggest liquidity pool with Pulsechain. Everything's going down. It is what it is. But look at this. Over 20 billion burned. We are now under 100 billion circulating. Let's go. Officially did it. I don't know if that was today or yesterday. But there's so many awesome things coming, guys. And just don't get fudded out. You know, now is the time to accumulate. And unless you have a really good reason, do not sell anything you hold that you've done research on. Someone's told you about it, and you've done your research and you've identified it as a good pick. Do not sell it just because we're talking about something on here. Like, don't get FOMO like that. You know, buy what you can afford. You know, if you need help, reach out to me. I'm always here. Ask any questions you want in the chat. I'll answer anything. I'll always give you my honest opinion. I'm not gonna hide anything. I'm not here for any of that. I want everybody to win, and I don't want anyone to be like, the last thing I want to hear is, dude, I didn't buy that coin you were talking about for how long? I didn't buy that coin. You know, you were talking about it, but I didn't buy it, and I really regret. I hate getting those messages. You know, I want to see messages, dude, I bought that coin. Thank you. Thank you for showing me that. You know, like, I'm here. I have the ability to do 8, 9, 10 hours of research a day. Like, this is my job. I don't have to go to work. I don't have a boss. Like, I get out of this what I put in. And I'm in here every day talking to founders, talking to people outside crypto in all kinds of different communities, in Discords, in Telegrams, you know, in communities not even on Pulsechain, in XRPL, on Hedera, all over the place. Just trying to get a feel for what's going on, learn more, you know, talk to people about stuff. Just before I hopped on here, you know, I've been talking about Alluvium for a while too. It's one of my favorite gaming coins. And Coexistent Steven just messaged me saying, dude, I'm addicted to this game. It is so much fun. You won't believe it. He's like, I downloaded the beta version. I didn't know what I was doing. I watched a couple tutorials. I figured it out. And this shit is so much fun. So when you hear something like that, right there, someone that you trust, that you've been talking with, gives you that and says, yeah, I've played the game. It's addictive as hell. You know, that's so much more valuable than some asshole on Twitter being like, oh, yeah, diluted market cap, $100 million scam, just the stupid FUD that comes out for all these projects. Like, there's things that I hear from people like that, or when partnerships are made or certain things happen in the media or in the mainstream, you start putting things together, connecting dots. And it's all about who you know in this world. It's all about relationships. And the crypto is no different. When you have founders that know each other, well, you have projects and you're looking for a country to launch in. You don't think you're going to go somewhere if, oh yeah, you got to go there. My friend or da-da-da knows this person. Or yeah, that person's relate. That's how the world works everywhere, in every business, all across, all walks of life. So don't get fudded out of your bags. And like I said, I have that privilege of just being able to soak up research and listen to people and try to be the dumbest person in every space I'm in, and just try and learn as much as possible and then relay the stuff that sticks out to me to you guys so I can condense it down, and what I watched or observed or what comes to my mind or what's most important all day, you guys can come and just get the most important things. And then from there, that'll help you make better decisions with coins, better decisions when to buy, better decisions when to scale out. You start meeting people in the chats that'll help you. You start talking, you get in private chats, then you start seeing what other people are doing, and it's just growing together. It's Hart's law with everything in life. I watched your interview with Jake Sharp, and it got me into TitanX. That's awesome, bro. That's what I'm here for, bro. And Chaos Chris, shout out to him. He's such a good dude, and he's so smart. And just being able to talk to him and just bounce stuff across with him, I'm just super lucky, man. I'm fortunate. Great stream, enjoying your honesty about coins. Very refreshing. You're welcome, bro. I'm gonna be as honest as I can always. I'm gonna schedule a chat with you. Heck yeah, hardware. Anytime you want. I'm always here. Father always told me life is like a bank account. You get exactly what you put in. 100%. You can't expect anything if you're not doing anything. You can't expect people to do shit for you. It's on you. I'm good mates with Coexistence Steve. I got him hooked on a Tropa. That's awesome, dude. I love Steve. I love him, bro. I talk to him on Telegram all the time. And he's a good dude, man. It's hard sometimes finding out people you trusted slam the door in your face. Yup. Exactly, bro. You gotta... It's about people that you can look around and they just don't change over the years. They're always the same person. And once you start to see it, you recognize people that are like that no matter what, they're never going to change. If they had $1 million, if they were broke, whatever happened, they're going to just be that person. And, though that's quality I feel like is in the Richard Hart ecosystem, following Jake Sharp. I really like Jake. I think he's so smart. And people just have this like hatred for him in the Hex and Zen community. And it's so funny. It really is funny to me. Alluvium, what's that? Alluvium is an awesome gaming coin. They launched last cycle and it got a little out of control because early investors, they got a lot of coins and they ran this thing up hard to like $1,800, but the supply is only under 8 million coins. But what is the Alluvi verses or whatever they're called? They have 3 of them now that are out, and they had their beta running forever, and I think they just went live with a couple of them. I'm not quite sure, but they have their different worlds you can play in. And Steven said he figured it out, and it was just super addicting. And I think they're partners with Immutable X and Epic Games, I believe. And it's just a gaming coin that I've been keeping my eye on for well over 2 years now. And I was having everybody that I work with buy it in the bear market when it was like $43-$45. And now I think it's a little over 100. Wow, 115 right now. And yeah, it's got a bigger market cap, 433 million. But it's just one of the, I don't know, one of the blue chips that I want to hold, just because there's such a small supply. That really just, that's what did it for me. And then also just the game. One of my other friends, shout out Molly, he was messing around with it too, and it was the same type feedback. Like you can just hear excitement, and you can tell when someone has played a game or they found out about a project and they just can't wait to tell you about it. You feel that energy, and that I really take note of that when people talk to me or call me and they're just like, dude, you gotta check this out. And obviously people that I trust, and yeah, that's how the world works, guys. When I was in real estate, you could have had the best piece of real estate in the market where every single person was looking at it, and you thought, oh my God, I'm about to cash in. I'm working with all these banks want to look at it. I got all these gas stations looking at it. Someone's going to pay me $150,000 a year for this. And then, next thing you know, 6 months later, you look down the road a quarter of a mile and there's a 7-Eleven coming soon right there. And you say, wait, what the hell? I have the best site in the market. How's that even possible? Well, you don't know that the broker or the rep for 7-Eleven, he's married to that owner's sister of that property down there. So, of course, he's going to bring that deal to his family where they can make out and not your stupid ass over there. That's how the world works. And you got to build those relationships. And that's what I focus on so much, is building relationships with people and never burning those bridges. Because you get one chance. And once that trust is gone, it's gone. People are never going to look at you the same, never going to treat you the same. And when you treat people right and you're honest and you have morality, it comes back to you in karma. And it's, it really is tough to find out who is really here because they have a passion for this. They want to see other people win, and they're here to help. I do this way because when I first got in 5-6 years ago, there was nowhere to go. In 2019, I was going on to America's card. I was depositing Bitcoin onto America's card room and then just letting it sit there and then withdrawing it in different cryptos. Gnosis, ETHLend, which was Aave, Civic. Oh man, what else did I get? Dash, Gnosis. I mean, there was no other way to get them back then. There was nowhere to go to get help. And then, a year later, DeFi summer's popping off, Uniswap's going crazy, and I misclicked doing a transaction, the amount of gas. And instead of 67, I typed 6.7, and I had a frozen transaction on ETH and it was stuck there for I want to say 6 days before I figured out how to go in to the custom nonce, reset the transaction. There was nowhere to go. So I was thinking, how can I provide a place where people can come and just ask a question? Because I have a Discord server and people know that I'm in crypto. So I get calls all the time when people freaking out where they deleted MetaMask out of their browser. So they thought they lost everything. So I get calls with people legit panicking, thinking they lost everything. And within 5 minutes being like, oh my God, dude, thank God. If I didn't get a hold of you, I would have been freaking out for the next day straight. And there's still nowhere like that in crypto. So being where you can trust, being with people you can trust, surrounding yourself with people that you can trust, that can help you level up, that's really what it's about. Holy shit. Are you serious? ETH is 2,200 right now? Dude, let's go. Wow, 2223. Let's go. Bitcoin about to be at 41K. Holy shit. Rags, look at Luna Classic, bro. I know you got a bag still, you bastard. Just laughing at everyone right now. Unbelievable. Terra Luna Classic and FTX. Two of the best 5 performing tokens. Is that not a slap in the face are like a what the hell. It's so bad. It is a dead horse. Luna is a dead horse, and there's rumors that it might be restarted with a new treasury DAO or some whatever the bullshit is. No, I would not touch that with Rags' wallet. We got something pumping on Pulsechain right now. The Mandalorian team that made Reflux created Vortex. Oh, that's what Vortex is. Okay. There you go. So at least something's pumping. Something's pumping at least. Yeah, ILV. Yup. Carl, my chat. Why no DM for Vortex? Yeah, Carl, we need that alpha, bro. We need to know before you make the 4X. You got to give us that after like the 1.5X so we can get in some of those. Got to watch out with the gaming because the big boys will jump on it and gobble up the small winners, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, like a mute IMX. You know, I stay like it's bad on like Seedify on the launch pads. If you want into pre-sales, that's where it really gets bad. You know, and I don't go into individual games or anything. Alluvium is kind of the rare one. I have that and Gods Unchained, but everything else I have is pretty much just a launch pad. Yeah, exactly, bro. But Gugod, though, you got to take into consideration the unlocks that came out. So they were just dumping like crazy. So they were incentivized to pump it like hell. So a lot of people are going to do that and say, oh, look, it went to 1,800. It's going to get back to its all-time high. That's a 60X right there. Be careful with that because that real number should have been like $1,000 max. So it got really parabolic. Like Solana never should have went to where it did. Some of these coins got pumped to the moon while the utility cryptos like XLM, Algorand, XRP, Hedera, they were all hyper suppressed doing nothing. And that's going to change. You know, I'm starting to see glimpses and hopes of it right now. And it might not be fully this cycle, but I know long term, the coins I hold are going to be the winners. Is when you have partnerships across corporations and businesses around the world, and you have businesses that are looking to replace certain technologies, upgrade them, take over. These projects that have 20, 30, 50, 100-year plans to scale and grow. That's where it's at, guys, in my opinion. You can make crypto that easy. Right now is the time where these generational lows are here across the board. Whether it's IOTA or SEI or FXS or HEX or Flow, whatever one it is, Radix, whichever one it is, you have the ability right now to, I think, get in to prices we'll never see again. I really don't think we're going to see Algorand under 10 cents again, Stellar under 10 cents again. I think they're going to run up well past their all-time highs, and then the ones that are really being utilized this next bear market are only going to have maybe 40% dips. They're not going to be nearly as bad. Right, either informed or non-informed. In the know, you know. Exactly. JG, good night, bro. Thank you for stopping in. Exactly, bro. And it's only going to get better. People don't know what they're doing. I heard people were trying to figure out a way to wreck the chart. They wanted to buy up a bunch of supply to dump. And I don't even think that's a possible strategy. So the fact I'm hearing stuff like that just shows me how early we really are. ETH is up 3.1% in the last 24 hours because of the TitanX hype. Yeah, it is. Let's go. I'm just busting your balls, Carl. It's all good. It's all good. You got your 4X. You won. That's what it's all about. Vortex is still pumping. Let's go. Vortex under 2 hours old. Yeah, it might have just launched. Check it out. All right. We got to do it. We got to check it out. Is that the right one? Is that other one? Oh, whoa, Cortex. No. Vortex extremely burnt, turnt. That's hilarious. VRX. Yeah, that's it. Damn, VRX against RFX. Straight up. Yeah, bro, there you go. Take some profits, secure your moon bag, on to the next. That's what I'd be doing if I were you. What up, Godfather J6? Good to see you, my man. All right, guys. Been on for an hour, 10 minutes now. I was only trying to be on for like quick half hour. But hey, there's 40 of you guys in here right now. Yo, any guys got any last questions? Let me know. If not, throw them down underneath. If you're watching the replay, I'll get to them. I'll respond to you. We can go over them in tomorrow night's stream. And guys, I'm gonna put the link to my Discord starting tomorrow in the streams, because once again, not a single troll came in here all night. So I want to have my Discord server open for some of you guys that are newer, that want to ask questions, and have a place where you can go and be with people you trust. You know, I'm gonna open that up. Like, everyone here is like earned it. Like, I didn't think this would be possible, that once the channel started growing a little bit, I thought for sure it'd be like ban constantly, but this is awesome. It's not that way at all, and I really appreciate it. And I'm gonna open up my Discord server for all you guys. And if you guys want to come in, you're more than welcome. And ask any questions you want. That's what I'm here for. I want to have a place that people feel safe. They can ask questions, not feel like they're, asking something stupid or whatever. People just get hesitant and get weird about just asking a simple question. Bitcoin just hit 41K. Guys, do they know something we don't about the ETFs coming out? That's all I could think right now. It has to be ETF or legislation related. 41,196. Holy shit. Man, what is going on right now? Jesus. I love it. I love it. So you can't even find Bitcoin on Dex Screener. That's hilarious. $2,500 a Bitcoin. But yeah, guys, let's go. If this thing keeps running and we don't get ETF news or anything, holy shit, we could be over $50,000 before the year's end. And what a time that'll be. For all the bears, they will be sleeping. They'll be hibernating for the next 18 months, I would say, while we will be literally going to the firmament. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Tomorrow I'll share the Discord link out, and hopefully you guys will start jumping in there, and we can grow this community. We can grow our bags. We can grow our knowledge, all grow together, and then start taking our profits and building sustainable stuff in real life that is going to be here for generations. That's the plan. We're calling it Texaco. Facing Reality told me we had to rebrand it. So that's what it is. Texaco is being built. TitanX is going to the firmament. Let's go, guys. Alien's going to the firmament. That's right. Alien's going to outperform PTGC moving forward. The market cap is like 1/15 the size. And it's its little brother, the lone survivor of the Roswell crash, the Alien. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.